Modifying a crew is one of the key features in HeavyBid. You don't want to just have to use a crew that's been set up all the way through an estimate when really you want to make some changes to that crew to better fit the activity. For example, 36-inch RCP in this estimate, I have a crew, the UDC crew. Well, maybe I want to make some modifications here because I know I have larger pipe, maybe it's deeper, and I have to actually go in and modify my pieces of equipment. So the option over here is it's the fourth icon down. We call this the cat in a hat, which is a hard hat on a dozer. And you notice it pulls up my modify crew. At this point, I can come in and put additional pieces of equipment. And you notice if I have my operators attached to the piece of equipment, that will actually modify the number of pieces. I can also come down and put in additional labor or subtract off labor. I can delete rows. I can also come in and add additional pieces of equipment. Let's say I need another type of a roller, and now I've brought that in. So at this point, I am only modifying the crew for this activity, 412360. The next time I pull up this crew, let's say I call it in another activity, UDC, into a new activity, it will be back to the original configuration in the estimate setup. So it's very important to understand that this is unique to this activity. Now, we also have the option of copying to if you notice here, copy to crew setup, where I can update the setup of this crew. So if I'm all the time modifying this crew with these changes, I might want to go ahead and update this crew throughout the estimate. You notice that's one of the options. Or just in the setup. More than likely, if I'm going to do it in the setup, I'm also going to update it throughout the estimate. Now, another option you can do is actually just call it something else, and it will set this crew up in the setup, and then I can replace it here or throughout the estimate where the UDC is. So you have a lot of options here, but the main point is that when you modify the crew, you're only doing it for this activity unless you use some of these options down here into copy to crew setup.